Okay, so the 49ers just tendered Jordan Mason at the second round level. Um, so, in other words, they decided to retain Jordan Mason on a 1 year contract that would make him one of the NFL's highest paid backup running backs. Um, now, Jordan Mason can still negotiate with any other team, but if another team signs him to an offer sheet and the 49ers decline to match, the 49ers would then receive a second round pick as compensation. So the second round tender, in effect, will pretty much discourage any other team from pursuing Jordan Mason as a free agent. And they took a similar approach last year with Jawan Jennings. They tendered him at the second round level, but eventually replaced that tender with a new two-year contract worth $15.4 million. So it definitely does seem like the Niners want to keep Jordan Mason. You know, in the midst of McCaffrey's injury last year, he had a phenomenal season. But when McCaffrey came back, I thought it was a little weird that Kyle Shanahan didn't use him and kind of just pushed him to the side all because McCaffrey was back. When he really kind of should have been splitting the backfield with Jordan Mason and Christian McCaffrey. So obviously, a 1 year contract, it's going to be worth $5.3 million over 1 year. The 1 year deal also places Jordan Mason and Jaylen Warren of the Pittsburgh Steelers, who also received a second round tender, as tied for the number 18 on the league's list of highest paid running backs. So again, I mean, I'm not really surprised by this. Again, Mason can still negotiate with any other team, but, obviously, again, if another team signs him to an offer sheet and the Niners decline to match, they would get a second round pick in return, which is pretty dang good compensation if, obviously, the Niners decline to match another team's offer. So Niners want to keep Jordan Mason, and again, that's hence to why they tendered him at the second round level. So it's a good move by the Niners, in my opinion. Obviously, I would prefer Jordan Mason to stick with the 49ers, but there could be a team out there that wants to pay Jordan Mason a little more money. And again, I mean, if the 49ers decline to match that, they'll get a second round pick in return. So it kind of seems like a win-win for the Niners. Clearly they're opting to retain him. But it's not guaranteed that the 49ers will keep Jordan Mason, especially if another team swoops in and offers him more money. So let me know what you guys think of this in the comments down below. There was also a couple other moves regarding the 49ers, which I'll just throw in here real quick at the end of this video. So Jonathan Allen, the former Commanders defensive tackle, just signed a 3-year, $60 million deal with the Minnesota Vikings. So they paid top dollar for Jonathan Allen. That was never going to be what the 49ers were going to offer Jonathan Allen. I'm shocked that he got $20 million a year, especially at his age and given his injury history. And the Vikings are also planning on signing Javon Hargrave, the former 49ers defensive tackle, once he's released on Wednesday. So, man, the 49ers have really missed out and have elected not to sign any of the free agents that I really wanted them to sign. And again, this is just... It's hinting at a new era for the 49ers. I mean, clearly they would rather not spend top dollar for some of these big-time free agents and seems like they would elect to rather figure these holes out in the draft and get younger. So, interesting free agency for the 49ers. I mean, they haven't really signed anybody from any team other than Luke Farrell. They did just make a signing at safety, which I'm going to be making a video following this. And It's been a very interesting free agency though for the Niners. Obviously it is there's a change in philosophy, and they're not going to be spending a bunch of money on some of these free agents. And I will say this too, and I made a video yesterday, kind of talking about this, but all of the players that I thought the 49ers would have a chance in signing, they all went for way more than I expected the 49ers to give them. So I'm not surprised or shocked by any means that they haven't really made any big splash moves, because again, they want to get younger. They want to, move forward with this team and develop the youth. And I completely understand it. So we will see what happens. Obviously, we have today, tomorrow for more free agency news, but I would say like the biggest names are going off the board pretty fast in terms of signing deals with teams. So let me know what you guys think of Jordan Mason being tendered at the second round level. Do you guys think a team's going to swoop in and pay Jordan Mason a little more that the 49ers won't be able to match? In that case, again, they'd be getting a second round pick in return. So I'm fine with that. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. As always, go Niners. I'll see you guys in the next one.